Hi there, I'm Jerry with Hilgerstone Landscape Center, doing a little paving stone project here in front of our Landscape Center entrance. Um, we just wanted to show you some of the steps involved with laying a simple paving stone area. So you can see that we have our base set. The base for a patio or a sidewalk, you're looking for about 5 inches of packed road crushed gravel. So we have that in here. It's all nice and tight with a hand tamper in this case. You can use a plate tamper if you have it available to you to get the nice compacted base. And then we also want to make sure that we're going to go a little bit wider, excavate a little bit wider than our paving stone will be. So you can see this will be the edge of our stone when we're done, but I've gone 6 inches past. And what that's going to do is allow us to have some space to work in, including plastic edging restraint, which is going to be necessary here. So we need a little bit of room for those things. So it's always, you got to do a lot of planning and thinking ahead, but if you do it, then you're going to be have a lot easier time when it comes time to install the brick. So next step after the base is done is the bedding sand layer. So the bedding sand layer is simply a thin layer of wash sand that we use. And all this is for is to make a subsurface that is going to be super level. It's going to be graded in the way that you're going to need for this particular paving stone area. And in order to do that, the technique that we use the most is using these screening bars. So the screening bars are, in this case, just an iron 1-inch tubing that we reuse over and over again. And what they do is they just help us set the level of the sand. And we're going to set these to the height of our sand that we want. And then later when these are set, we're going to pull our 2x4 over them to make the sand completely level. So here I go. I'm just going to set these bars. I know this is going to be the final height of where I want to end up. Just from experience, when you're butting up to paving stone that's been previously laid, what I like to do, a little trick that I do, is actually tip these bricks up just slightly. I've already done it, but all I did was I just kind of pried up on the edge and I stuffed a little bit of sand underneath just so that they're tipped slightly, because once we put the new paving stone in and we're going to tamp them, we want them to go down evenly, and then it's going to be a seamless transition. So in this case, I'm just going to set my bar for my new paving stone to be the same height, maybe slightly higher, like 1/8 of an inch higher than the existing brick there. So I'm setting this end here. I'm going to do the same on this side. Just a little bit higher. So I'm just going to do that on all the ends of the bars. Sometimes we're using a laser level if you have it available to you, or a string line, just to make sure there's no sags in the bars or anything like that. So we'll get these bars set up, and then we'll do the next step, which is going to be screeding.